The morning sun poured through the tall studio windows of his Insight, painting golden streaks across the sleek marble floor. The air was alive with quiet excitement, producers darted back and forth, assistants whispered updates into headsets, and the faint hum of cameras filled the air. It wasn't just any guest today. The show was hosting Kylie Kelce, wife of NFL star Jason Kelce, a woman whose charm, humor, and authenticity had captured millions of hearts far beyond the football world. Jenna, one of the show's hosts, glanced at her friend and co-host, Lila. "You ready for this?" she asked, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. Lila grinned. "I've been watching Kylie's TikToks all week. She's hilarious. I just hope she's as real in person as she seems online." The countdown began. 3, 2, 1. "Welcome back to Us Insight." Jenna beamed at the camera. "Today, we're joined by someone who's been redefining what it means to live in the spotlight, Kylie Kelce." Applause erupted as Kylie walked onto the set in a soft beige sweater and jeans, her hair casually pulled back. She waved at the audience, her smile easy and genuine. "Hi, everyone." As she sat down, Jenna leaned forward. "Kylie, you've become something of a fan favorite lately, not just as Jason's wife, but as you. Your humor, your family clips, the way you handle all the attention, people love it." Kylie laughed lightly. "It's still strange to me that people watch what we do. I mean, half the time, it's just chaos in our house. But I guess chaos is relatable." The audience chuckled. Lila jumped in. "Speaking of chaos, that clip you posted last week, the one where your daughters were painting while Jason tried to cook, it went viral. Did he ever recover from that mess?" "Oh my gosh," Kylie said, covering her face. "The kitchen looked like an art museum exploded. Jason swore he'd never multitask again. But he's a good sport, he even laughed about it later." The easy laughter between the women made the interview feel more like a conversation among friends than a TV segment. Jenna and Lila exchanged glances. This was gold. Then came the surprise moment the producers had been planning. "Kylie," Jenna said, with a mischievous grin, "we have a little something for you." From backstage, an assistant rolled out a TV screen. On it played unseen clips, outtakes from Kylie's social media videos, moments that had never gone public. Kylie gasped and started laughing before the first clip even ended. "Oh no, not that one," she said, pointing at the screen as an image of her tripping over her dog appeared. The crowd erupted in laughter. Jenna added, "Our producers may have gotten a little help from a certain someone." The next clip showed Jason Kelce himself, sending in a short video. "Hey, KY, he said with a grin. "Don't kill me for this, but the world deserves to see how you dance when no one's watching." Immediately after, the screen flashed a hilarious clip of Kylie dancing wildly in the living room, holding a baby bottle as a microphone. Kylie buried her face in her hands, laughing so hard tears welled in her eyes. "He's so dead when I get home." The audience couldn't get enough. Jenna and Lila joined in, laughing so hard that the show had to cut to a brief break. When they returned, Kylie was still catching her breath. "I can't believe you guys did that," she said, wiping her eyes. Jenna smiled warmly. "That's what friends, and good husbands, are for." Kylie leaned back, her smile softening. "Honestly, though, that's what I love most about Jason. He doesn't take life too seriously. We both just try to find the fun in things, no matter how messy or public it gets." The conversation turned more heartfelt. Kylie spoke about balancing fame with family life, the challenges of being in the public eye, and how she and Jason made time for their daughters despite the whirlwind schedules. "It's not always glamorous," she admitted. "Sometimes it's just dishes, tantrums, and late-night snacks. But that's our kind of happiness." Lila nodded. "It's refreshing to hear that. So many people look up to you because you show the real side of it all." As the show neared its end, Jenna asked one final question. "Kylie, if you could send one message to all the fans who follow your family online, what would it be?" Kylie thought for a moment. "I'd say, don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Life's not perfect, but if you can laugh, love, and forgive each other through it, you're doing just fine." The audience applauded, not just out of politeness, but because they genuinely felt connected to her words. After the cameras stopped rolling, Jenna and Lila walked Kylie backstage. The three women hugged, chatting like old friends. Someone snapped a candid photo, all of them mid-laugh, which would later become the most shared image of the day on social media. Captioned, "When authenticity meets friendship, Kylie Kelce honest insight." As Kylie left the studio, the sun was still bright outside. Her phone buzzed, a text from Jason. "Jason, so, when do we talk about that dance video?" Tears of joy. Kylie smiled to herself. "Kylie, right after I plan my revenge, Mr. Kelce." And with that, she stepped into the car, still laughing, a woman unbothered by fame, still rooted in laughter, love, and the beautiful chaos of real life. The next morning, the internet was on fire. Every major outlet, from People to TMZ, was replaying Kylie Kelce's hilarious reaction to her husband's prank on Us Insight. The clip of her laughing till tears streamed down her cheeks had gone viral overnight, racking up millions of views. America's favorite sports couple just won the internet again. Read one headline. Another chimed in. Kylie Kelce dancing with a baby bottle, the content we didn't know we needed. In the Kelce household, Jason was sipping coffee when Kylie walked into the kitchen, phone in hand. "Guess what's trending at number 3 on YouTube right now?" she said, crossing her arms with mock sternness. Jason didn't even look up. "Please tell me it's my Super Bowl highlights." Kylie held up her phone, the screen showing his smirking face from the show's video message. "Try again, Mr. Viral video." Jason burst out laughing. "Oh, come on, babe. You looked adorable." "Adorable." "Jason, I was holding a baby bottle microphone," she said, laughing despite herself. He pulled her in for a hug. "And that's why everyone loves you, you're real. No filters, no pretending." Their daughters, Wyatt and Elliot, were already watching the clip on the living room TV. "Mommy dancing," Wyatt shouted, twirling around. Kylie sighed. "Great. Now even my kids are mocking me." But she couldn't help smiling. The moment had brought laughter to people's homes, and that mattered to her more than image or perfection. By noon, her phone was buzzing non-stop. Calls from reporters, invitations to appear on more shows, and a flood of new followers. One message stood out. It was from Jenna. "Greater than Jenna, you broke our record, Kylie. Highest rated Us Insight episode this year. Can we talk about doing a follow-up segment next week?" Kylie smiled at the screen, then typed back. "Greater than Kylie, only if Jason promises not to send another embarrassing clip." Minutes later, Jenna replied with a laughing emoji. A few days later, Kylie arrived back at the Us Insight studio. The vibe was completely different this time, more relaxed, almost like she was part of the team. Jenna greeted her with a hug, while Lila handed her a cup of coffee. "We should honestly give you a guest host chair," Lila joked. "The internet basically crowned you Queen of Real." Kylie laughed. "I'm not sure about Queen, but I'll take relatable mom who dances offbeat." The producers had something special planned for this follow-up, a behind-the-scenes reaction video featuring Kylie, Jenna, and Lila watching fan clips and memes that had sprung up from her viral moment. As the camera rolled, Jenna said, "Okay, Kylie, you've seen the original clip. Now let's see what the internet did with it." The first fan edit showed Kylie's dancing mashed up with pop songs, each beat perfectly synced to her moves. The second was a cartoon version of her holding the baby bottle microphone with the caption, "Kylie Kelce, the real MVP." Kylie laughed so hard she had to wipe tears from her eyes again. "I don't know whether to be flattered or concerned." Lila smiled. "Definitely flattered. You've become a whole mood, Kylie." Then came a surprise message, again from Jason, but this time it was different. "Hey, ladies," Jason said onscreen, his tone softer. "You might tease me later, but I just wanted to say, I'm proud of you, KY. You've always been the heart of this family. And seeing the world finally realize how amazing you are. It's pretty awesome." The studio went quiet. Kylie's eyes glistened as she watched her husband's message. "He's such a sap sometimes," she said with a shaky laugh. "But, that was sweet." Jenna leaned over and squeezed her hand. "You two really are couple goals." Later that day, as the segment wrapped up, the three women sat off camera, chatting about motherhood, fame, and the strange balance of private life in a public world. "You know," Jenna said thoughtfully, "so many people put on a show for the cameras. But you've made people fall in love with the real side of things." Kylie smiled softly. "That's the only side I know how to be." Life's too short to stage everything. Just then, a young production assistant approached shyly. Mrs. Kelce. I just wanted to say, I watched your first interview with my mom last week. We laughed so much. Things have been hard for us lately, but it made us smile again. So, thank you. Kylie was touched. She hugged the girl. That means more to me than any headline. Tell your mom I said hi, okay. The girl nodded, grinning. That night, back home, Kylie and Jason sat on the porch, watching the sunset. The laughter of their daughters echoed through the yard. Jason nudged her playfully. So, are you going to retire from showbiz now that you've conquered the internet? She rolled her eyes. Please. I'm still trying to figure out how to upload a reel without accidentally tagging your brother. He laughed. That's my girl. For a moment, they just sat there, no cameras, no lights, no audience. Just the hum of the evening, the sound of kids playing, and two people grateful for the life they'd built. Kylie looked over at him. You know, I think I finally get why people loved that clip so much. Oh yeah, why's that? Because for once, they got to see that love and laughter can exist in the middle of chaos. And maybe that's what everyone's looking for, a little reminder that life's not supposed to be perfect. Jason smiled. And you remind them of that every day. Kylie leaned her head on his shoulder. Then I guess I'm doing something right. As the sky turned shades of pink and gold, her phone buzzed again, another notification, another viral post, but this time, she didn't even look. She just smiled, content in the moment, her laughter echoing into the fading light, a sound more genuine than any spotlight could ever capture.